We're back. More wacky controller action. We're here. First of all, I just want to start off. Thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate each and every one of you that watches these videos. You know, I started making these as a fun hobby, and I love to see that it's being taken up well by people out there in the community. So thank you for watching. Today we have an interesting one, a special one. So let's just get right into it. We're doing the Wiimote, the iconic Nintendo's iconic Wiimote. We're going to be seeing if we can play Melee with this, with the nunchuck, and then we have a special extra one at the end for you guys. So as you can see here, we're just using the single Wiimote just by itself. We're working with limited real estate here. It was a challenge to try and figure out how best to optimize these limited amount of buttons. There's one thing that the Wiimote has that very few other controllers had, at least at the time. Now it's become a little bit more standard, is the gyroscope and accelerometer. So for those of you who don't know, each Wiimote has a few different pieces of technology which sends information about the way it's positioned in space and how quickly it moves to whatever it's connected to. And so you can actually use those as inputs. So that's what I've done here. We've set the tilt. When we tilt it one way, we walk in that direction, and then we tilt it the other way, we walk in that direction as well. When we tilt it this way, do an up tilt. And then when we go down, crouching. So this is actually, I feel like, a really unique way to try and get the best of both worlds with because obviously the D-pad has digital inputs, but these are analog. These are analog inputs. I can do all the tilts. It's pretty neat. And then, so as you can see, the A button is really not an optimal place for me to use it to recover. It's in kind of an awkward position, but shake up is also linked to B, so it can do some fun things. So I'm jumping, recover, and then boom. It's just one shake away. You just shake and bake, as they say in the business. So we're going to get into some games with this. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be fun to try out. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Kind of fucking him up. Low key on the Wiimote. Let's go. Oh, dang, I couldn't hit the turnaround. Oh, how did I forget? Gotta keep that thing strapped. Oh, that was nasty. There's something to be said for sure. There's 100% something to having the digital inputs. I'm losing functionality not having the, oh, this is so funny. Look at this. I'm losing functionality for sure not having Z or, C stick, obviously. But I mean, wow. I'm already so impressed with this. It's also just impressive how well this is like. I feel like there's not that much latency, like compared to the Joy-Con, which you would think would be pretty similar to this. But even just like the spacing, it's more ergonomical to hold than the single Joy-Con. Like I would rather play with this than the single Joy-Con. Even, connections the same.
Nice throw.
Let's fucking go, dude. With the Wiimote. Who would have thought, dude? Who actually would have thought? Not me, for sure. Oh. Tech chasing with the Wiimote? In 2022? It's 2023. Fuck, it's 2023, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it, dude. Dude, how many games have I won with this thing in a row? I've had no cuts, no anything. I haven't lost a game yet. I'm just literally too goated with the sauce. Nice. What? Oh my god, this thing's empty than a hoe. Fuck. Okay. I did not get any water. Locking in. Yes. Yes. Let's go, dude. How many games is that? I literally haven't lost. It's because J-Mook won Genesis. If he didn't win Genesis, I wouldn't be winning any of these games. Okay, so far, initial impressions. This thing right here, low-key really good. It's usable without being obnoxious, which is such a crucial line to hit. Such a crucial line. The shake to up B actually really, and not only does it work well, but it feels good. It feels good to use. Every time I make one of these, I'm just like, taha, meme controller, and then I actually end up liking it. Like, that's the funniest part of this all. So we're gonna keep going. We are now moving on to the nunchuck. Let me just go ahead and get this set up really quick. Okay, so the Wiimote and the nunchuck, I do have a few motion controls set. So to do right in the C-stick, you do this sort of like tilt up motion. And then to do left in the C-stick, you do like a swinging motion. Now we're moving on to the actual Wiimote, as you can just see there. When I tilt up, I do up smash, and then when I tilt down, I do down smash, so. All right, so we're just gonna get into it. Oh, dang. Okay, already off to a tough start here. Oh, it's because, you know, I'm not strapped in. Oh, no. Okay.
You suck at this game.
Oh, yes, go. That we call that the Wii Motion Plus, baby. Oh my god, the Omega Jabate. Dude, look at, do you see how close that needle was, actually? But I'm finding it challenging to outright inconvenient to use the motion controls as C-stick. I'm just finding it's not intuitive. It's not as intuitive as, you know, the other way was. Okay. There's literally one sip of water in there. I'm good for at least a little bit. Minimum hydration achieved. Oh, I got it. I got the combo. Let's go. I'm gonna call it with the nunchuck and the Wiimote. Ugh, that's right, folks, for the Wii Pro controller. So the idea was to not only have the thumbstick mount to the thumbstick, but also have the D-pad. As you can see, the D-pad is in a really good position to use. So I'm thinking maybe I could just use, you know, I could use both and see how that goes. Okay. This is actually kind of interesting. This is a really interesting idea. The main thing I don't like about this is not the D-pad is almost too big for me. If the D-pad was smaller, it'd be kind of based. I don't care. That was kind of a clip. I don't know if you can see that. Look how high it is compared to the C-stick. Look how tall that is. It's so weird. It's so weird. I feel like I'm like, I don't know what I feel like, but it feels like something. All right, my final thoughts here. First thing, single Wiimote. It blew me away out of the water. Fully was expecting that thing to just be absolute dog. I was expecting this to just be bad. just to be wholly not good, but it blew me away. I think the way I was able to implement motion control just by shaking it to up B was so perfect, so intuitive, so easy to understand, easy to implement. And yeah, I loved it. Only thing I wish, there's probably some ways you could tweak it to make it a little bit better, but for what it was, I loved it. Moving on to the Wiimote and the nunchuck, not my favorite. I just think I don't love the nunchuck stick. Doesn't feel that nice. The way I implemented the motion controls there need tweaking too. The C stick functionality with the shake and stuff just wasn't working. Other than that, all the buttons were fine. It wasn't terrible. Certainly not the worst thing I've ever tried to play this game with, but not the best. And this thing, when you implement the digital input for the D-pad as opposed to just having it all be taunt, that's when I think we have something interesting here, something that really could be used as a model to push the controller conversation. I don't think it would be legal under current rule sets because it would have duplicate inputs like this, but let me know what you think about a controller that has digital and analog movement. I would really love to hear it because it was interesting to play with it. It was very interesting. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. The channel's had some growth recently, so all the new faces, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe if you like this content. Make sure you leave me a comment down below, and make sure you follow me on my socials. Definitely just check me on Twitter, TikTok, everywhere else, twitch.tv. I'm there often. So yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and have a great night.